Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. We are looking at a brewery now that is reasonably local to my area, and it's the 3 Tons Brewery out of Bishop's Castle, Shropshire, and we're taking a look at their XXX Pale Ale. It's a 500ml bottle. It's coming in at 4.3%, and no idea how much it cost. I've basically just been gifted a little box of beers, like a 3-pack, you know, the old gift packs that they do, and it was a 3 tons one. The other 2 beers I've already reviewed because I've bought them before, but this is one that I haven't reviewed, so I thought let's give it a go and give it a review. Yeah, the beers I've had from them have been pretty decent. Traditional sort of brewery. They've been going since the 17th century. Renowned Shropshire beer with a 17th century original recipe. Yeah, well, this beer's been going since the 17th century. I think they've been going for a long time as well, since 1642. So yes, 17th century. The cat's decided to come up and see us. Can you move out the way so I can do this review? Right, let's move on with it. So nice artwork. I do like that very traditional sort of stuff, and all their beers come with that same sort of artwork. It's a plain black crown. The beer is pretty much at sort of room temperature-ish. I'm going to say it's probably sitting at about 13 degrees, something like that. So it's maybe a little bit warm, but hey ho, let's give it a go. So let's get it cracked open. Now, I don't have a 3 tons brewery glass, but I know that is the style of glass that these beers go in. So that's what we're going to put it in. I've got a cat that's just been fed that's just going to be a pain in the arse, I expect, all the way through the video. So let's get it poured and see what we get. Like I say, their beers have been pretty decent. The Solstice is a lovely pale ale. The Best Bit is all right, typical what you'd sort of expect. The Stout was cracking. So hopefully this one is going to be a cracker too. Let me just get the cat down. You sit there, cat. So beer in a glass, there we go. Sort of amber, golden sort of look really, more than amber. Not really seeing any bubbles. There's the odd little bubble going up. It's very much sort of a cask sort of style beer. We'll get the rest in. We got about a finger of white on top. Looks as you would expect, I guess. So let's give it a swirl, dive in with the nostrils and see what we get. Yeah, nice little subtle hoppy note in there. Cat, can you sit down please? Thank you. Hoppy note, a little bit malty, a slight sweetness there, and I want to say sort of like a little lemon. There's a little citrus note there. Lemon, maybe tropical. But it smells nice. So let's get the rest in. I don't know why I'm doing that because it ain't going to be bottle conditioned. I know it. There we go. So, 3 tons XXX Pale Ale, 4.3%. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh yeah. Just a lovely traditional beer, I'm going to say, just to start off with. That is lovely. Cat, you're in the way. Come on. Right, let's do me stuff. It's a lovely body, a lovely smooth body. It's not massively heavy, but it's certainly not watery, not wishy-washy. It's just got that lovely feel to it. Oh, for fuck's sake, Cat, will you piss off? Sorry about that. Cat, get down. Come on. Get down. Right, where were we? Jesus Christ. Right, where were we? Yeah. The body isn't heavy. It's not massively heavy, but what it is a lovely, smooth, sort of creamy body. It's got a creamy weightness to about it. Not wishy-washy, like I say. Extremely smooth. Carbonation is minimal, but it's there just to make it, I wouldn't say a little bit more exciting, but it's just, what it does, it just suits the beer perfectly and just brings it to life a little bit. Super smooth, super soft. On the taste, you're getting a slightly fruity, hoppy note in there. And it's not, when I say slightly, it's not a dull, boring, fruity, hoppy note. But it's subtle. There's a subtle sort of toffee maltiness just behind that as well. And just behind that, I would say you are left with a little, and I mean a very, very subtle sort of bitterness. It's a bitterness that just kind of coats your mouth very lightly, but it's not one that really sort of pulls your cheeks in, if you like. Extremely drinkable. I mean, you could cane the arse off that. I could anyway, for me. Like I say, session pale ales and things like that, I'm not a fan of. But when they're traditional ones, somehow they seem to have so much more about them. 4.3, like I say, it's not there. It just drinks lovely. You could cane the arse off it. Another one of them beers that you could sit in a pub, have a butty, have something to eat, and this would go down a treat with it. So yeah, for me, 3 Tons XXX Pale Ale is a belter. That is an absolute lovely beer. And I highly recommend people picking it up. I highly recommend people actually picking any 3 Tons beers up. Generally, they've been very decent real ales, and this is another one. So there you go. 3 Tons XXX Pale Ale gets a big thumbs up from me. Pardon me. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Go and give it a go. And Basil will see you again on another beer review. And hopefully, without no cat causing havoc.